The NRL SA 2015 season continued over the weekend with our annual VInet Solutions AllStars Carnival at Hanson Reserve. Hi, I'm Marianne Mayo and this is the fresh 92.7 NRL SA weekly recap. The SA All-Stars have won the 2015 VInet Solutions All-Stars Carnival after a thrilling 6 20-minute games of rugby league action. In Game 1, SA defeated Indigenous 4-0 in a highly competitive contest. After a tight tussle in the first 10 minutes, SA captain Hayden Eichenboom crashed over the line to score the one and only try of the match. While it did not show on the scoreboard, SA controlled the majority of the game thanks to a number of ruck penalties by the Indigenous team. An unsuccessful penalty goal by SA kept the Indigenous team in the game with just 3 minutes to play and the margin of 4 points. Despite last-minute runs by former NRL star David Peachey and Patrick Durox for the Indigenous side, great defence by former NRL star Nick Kenny helped the SA team hold on for a tense victory. Best on ground was SA Scott Bradshaw, who made a number of runs. Standout by the Indigenous side was Francis Wapu, who worked hard in attack and defence. In Game 2, New Zealand defeated PI 18-0 in a match which demonstrated the superb mobility of the New Zealand side. From the first kick, New Zealand used strong passing to quickly put pressure on the PI defenders. It soon paid off for them, with an offload from Mikey Richards to Noah Andrews setting up the first scoring opportunity of the match. From there, the tone of the game was set, with New Zealand continuing to hammer relentlessly at the PI defence. PI seemed unable to keep up, with a good run by New Zealand's Jack Astle, who tore through the PI defence. Dane Keeper quickly followed up, breaking through for a final scoring opportunity to secure his team's victory. Best on ground was New Zealand's Mikey Richards, while other standout players were New Zealand's Dane Keeper and PI's Ezra Bailey. In Game 3, SA drew PI 10-all in a close and physical contest. The PI side got an early lead when captain Benji Fono took control of the ball and crashed through the SA defence to score. A successful conversion by Fred Williams gave PI a 6-0 lead. After a pause in the game due to a serious ankle injury to SA's Jay Gears, PI retained the momentum with centre John Finney sprinting 40 metres to set up winger Sirili Tumoa for a try. Trailing 10-0 with 10 minutes remaining, SA started to display their skills with some heavy hits and quick footwork from fullback Scott Bradshaw, leading to Hayden Eichenboom dashing 20 metres to score. Moments later, Eichenboom created another scoring opportunity, kicking into SA's attacking end where Bradshaw tackled a PI defender in the try zone. With the ball close to the line, Vice-Captain Carl Edgar crossed the line in the corner, but an unsuccessful conversion kept the final score at 10-all. Best on ground was SA's Hayden Eichenboom, who led the SA attack and showed direction to his side. PI's standout player was Benji Fono, who scored 1 try and also led his side with strong runs forward. In Game 4, Indigenous defeated New Zealand 14-10 in a hard and fast contest. New Zealand winger Jake Astle scored the try of the carnival after gathering the ball from an Indigenous kick on his own defensive try line and running the length of the field to score in the corner. The Indigenous side scored the next 2 tries through Francis Wapu and Michael Holland to open up an 8-point lead, but the New Zealand side were not going to go away with a try to Dane Keeper and a successful conversion by Matthew Patu, which reduced the margin to just 2 points with 6 minutes remaining. In the end, a late penalty goal to Indigenous standout player Wapu sealed a 4-point win for his team. For the New Zealand side, their playing coach Keeper was at his crafty best in attack. In Game 5, PI defeated Indigenous 10-0 and used their size and power to dominate. PI started with a bang as Sefo Apikatoa used his speed to work through the Indigenous defensive line and score. As the game unfolded, PI began to use their size advantage to push through the Indigenous defenders. Their aggression was only matched with solid defence by the Indigenous side, but ultimately PI Simi Karua was able to power through and secured another scoring opportunity. Indigenous fought back with multiple pushes by David Peachey at the helm, but the PI's defence proved impenetrable as they took out the 12-point win. Best on ground was PI's Sefo Apikatoa, while other standout players were PI's Simi Karua and Indigenous's David Peachey. In Game 6, SA defeated New Zealand 4-0 in the Carnival decider, with SA only needing to draw the match to take out the Carnival Shield. SA opened the game with an attacking play that saw them nearly score in the opening minute, but they were held up on the try line by some solid New Zealand tackles. After some strong directional play through the middle by Tom Royal, SA were given a penalty and elected to kick, with Carl Edgar converting the penalty goal to give SA a 2-0 lead. With 10 minutes remaining, both sides had a lot of the ball but were making costly mistakes, with a certain try by New Zealand's Dane Keeper disallowed after a knock-on was called. SA began to take control with Scott Bradshaw and props Jake Culkin and Adam Levi showing their strength. A second penalty close to the try line saw another successful kick by Edgar give SA a 4-0 lead, which was enough to seal the win and the carnival. Best on ground was SA's Tom Royal, who directed play. Other standout players were Scott Bradshaw, who worked tirelessly in the last line of defence, and New Zealand's Dane Keeper, who provided spark and attacking options for his side. The David Peachey Medal for Player of the Carnival was awarded to SA's captain Hayden Eichenboom for his solid performance over the 3 games that included scoring 2 tries.
We're joined by Hayden Eichenboom, captain of the victorious SA team and Dave Peachey medalist for Player of the Tournament. Really good tournament by your boys today.
Absolutely, I'm ecstatic with the boys. They really stuck it out today. You know, we've come from the bottom, now we're at the top, so yeah, happy to celebrate.
And you had a couple of NRL legends by your side, Matt and Nick. What did they offer you?
So he put some quick hits on, some water. I think Nick stepped me up a bit in defence. He was putting a couple of good shots on, so I wanted to impress him a bit. So hopefully he's happy with it.
And it must be nice to come together as a SA boys and play the Kiwis, PI and Indigenous.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a bit of a brotherhood going here now at the moment. I think we've been really good bond with our training, building up to this, so it's good to get the win.
Thanks and enjoy the celebrations.
Let's go, boys!
You can relive all the action from the VInet Solutions NRL SA AllStars Carnival on National Indigenous Television Network, NITV Channel 34 in September 2015. For more information on the SGRL Grand Final and upcoming games, all the fixtures and results, check out our website www.sarugbyleague.com.au or find us on Facebook. I'm Marianne Mayo and this has been the Fresh 92.7 NRL SA Weekly Recap. See you at the games.